Leo, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late August, early September 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you beautiful people out there. So let's get right down to business as usual and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Leos. I hope you're all doing fabulous, my friends. Let's see what's up, my gods. Talk to me. What do we have for the lions and lionesses out there? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Enough of the delay. Let's rock. What do we got for Leo, please, my gods? There we go. Nice and quick. Second shuffle. We got it. Okay, so we do still have this little bit of headspace energy that I've been seeing lingering for quite a few fire signs in recent weeks. So we're going to talk about this. One of my favorite cards visually. It's very beautiful, but it's very daydreamy. You might be in your head about something. Could be someone daydreaming about you. Who knows? But before we fully get into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the August subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk about it. So this card does come up for various signs from time to time. We see two individuals here, the little clown ballerinas. One looks like she's taking a little nap, a little snooze down there. The other one is walking on a tightrope. And I always interpret this card as this one being the main character thinking or daydreaming about doing this. So for a lot of you, you could be in future focus mode or planning something you want to do, thinking about something you want to do. For some of you, it could just be a general imaginative energy that you're dealing with. So I would really like to encourage a lot of Leos, if you are in the headspace a little more than usual in this time, let it out in some sort of way, in some sort of creative pursuit. Doesn't always have to be making art, although it can be, but letting those thoughts out in a very creative mode could be a good release for a lot of you. Once again, for a lot of you, this could just be something on your mind. You might have something that's like running through your mind, on your mind quite a bit. You could be on somebody else's mind. This is all about the thought space. And for some of you, it might just be all about the future, whether good, bad, or indifferent, looking ahead. So we're just going to put that down right there. I always say it's just a footnote. It doesn't make or break the reading. Let's get you 3 cards in the upright. Then we'll get into the intuitive juiciness. So let's shuffle it up one time here for you, Leo. Let's see what we have for you this week. My gods, what's up with my friends? And while we get the deck ready, let's talk about last week's reading, which was very interesting, if I do say so myself. It was titled A Surprising Situation. Now, I was seeing that through all the fire signs last week. There was a lot of mystery. There was a lot of unexpected. There was a lot of surprise. There were a lot of things coming in. So hopefully nothing has been too rough on you. But we're going to see what we have for you this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. But that energy could still bleed over from week to week. So just keep that in mind. There still might be random things popping up out of nowhere. Let's see what we have for you this week, though. What do we got for the lovely Leos as we end off August? We are firmly in Virgo season at the point of this reading. So what do we got? Okay, we do have some Hierophant action here. Something about day-to-day life, power structures, long-lasting type of energy here in the front, immovable type of energy as well. Let's get a couple more, because it's going to be interesting to see how this flows from the front end. Thank you. 4 of Wands, beautiful. Okay, we have a lot of celebratory stuff here. A lot of marriage stuff too. I just have to say that for some of you up front. We'll talk about it a little more. Doesn't mean every Leo is about to get hitched, but these are 2 of the biggest marriage cards showing up. Let's get one more. Doesn't always have to be, though. I'll give you all the little nuance. Don't worry about that. 4 Cups, there's that headspace type of energy, huh? What are you thinking about, my friends? Or who's thinking about you? With this 4 of Cups, very similar to that Oracle card we had in the very beginning. So let's talk about this, my friends. We're going to go through, I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So at first look, first glance, obviously I have to mention we have 2 cards of the number 4. You might be seeing a lot of repeating numbers, signs, synchronicities in this time. One thing that all of these cards share in common is that they're generally seen as neutral to positive, but they are firm. These aren't really flexible cards. These aren't really movable cards or energies. So we're going to really want to see the clarifiers to see if things are changeable. But let's go through one by one. Position number one, we have the Hierophant. This card is one of the most in-depth cards in the whole entire deck. Now, this could represent a Taurus, so you might be connected to one. There could be a prominent one being highlighted here. So what are some of the things we think of with the Hierophant? First off, it's an extremely spiritual card, just like the Four of Wands right next to it. There's a big energy of spiritualism. This card could represent power structure. So we're thinking corporations, religious institutions, government, stuff like that. So you might have a lot of things of that topic on the mind. When we see the Hierophant, we also think of day-to-day life. So it could be things that are within the box, not outside of the box. It's a very firm, immovable type of energy. When we're talking about relationships, we're talking about long-lasting or long-standing ones, possibly talking about marriages or marriage partners with both of these cards right here. So I really want to see what's up with this Hierophant. Very firm, though. So we want to see if it's budging, see if it's moving, because it could just represent something that's either been in your life a long time or is going to be in some way or manner. Once again, extremely spiritual. So a lot of you could really be rediscovering or discovering different connections involving your spirituality. In the center, we have the Four of Wands. So once again, a lot of similarities here between this and the Hierophant, except this one is a little different. When we get the Four of Wands, to me, this is a card of celebration. Yes, it is spiritual. The reason I believe this is a spiritual card is because it depicts that good old 1111, the number signs, the synchronicity. So we have double with the Four of Wands and the Four of Cups. There's a lot of number signs shooting all throughout this. So watch for the synchronicities. I saw this in the Aries reading as well. But when I see this card, I think of a cause for celebration. That's why it links to marriages as well. Big groups of people celebrating a common event. So for some of you, maybe it's a win of some sort. Maybe it's something good coming in that you're going to get to celebrate. The Four of Wands could also represent the home, the family. It has very, very deep roots. So this could represent where your roots are when we have this Four of Wands. So I'm really intrigued to get further into all of these because these energies are firm, to say the least. Now, moving to the very back end, we got the Four of Cups. See this lovely lady under the tree? It looks like she's taking a little snooze herself, just like the clown ballerina in the very beginning. Sitting there in the tree, not seeing that cup that is being offered, looking at these past cups. So, of course, this is one of the cards of pouncing on an opportunity. Don't let an opportunity pass you by. But this is a very headspace type of energy. This is imaginative, just like all the stuff I was speaking about in the very beginning. So whether you're thinking about someone or something, maybe someone's thinking about you or has you on the mind, this is a lot of mental activity here. But it's not somebody pouncing on something. Now, I will say this intuitively, when I look at all these cards together, could this be somebody fantasizing? This could absolutely be like somebody fantasizing to get out of day-to-day life. So in this time, you might find yourself drifting into things like that. But I want to dive deeper on all of it, especially since there's an interesting mixture of elements. Let's dive deeper. We're going to jump in and clarify. All right, shuffle it up one time for the Leos, please. Let's see what we have for you. I'm not getting any red flags thus far. What do we have for Leo? And yes, this is where I'm going to go intuitive, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that Hierophant. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Leo, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, Hierophant time. What's up? Why is this Hierophant here? Thank you. Ten of Wands. Yeah, there could be something about your day-to-day schedule that is really hindering you or bothering you. We have the Ten of Wands underneath this Hierophant. This feels like an extremely, extremely heavy energy. A lot of you might be carrying some sort of big burden. Watch your energy in this time. You might be feeling like you're being like, I don't like to get too descriptive like that, but like you're being crushed under the weight of something. Like this is just really heavy, whether it's the weight of expectation, your own expectations, whether it's just day-to-day life and you're like, oh, I need to switch something up. Something needs to change here. With this Ten of Wands underneath the Hierophant, there is something that you've been dealing with for quite a while. And now it's starting to feel problematic to me. Generally, this is a very positive card, the Hierophant. but it's not movable. And with this 10 of Wands, there is something that just feels like, all right, am I ever going to solve this? Am I ever going to solve this? Is this ever going to go the right way? Is this ever going to go away? Or is this ever going to come to me? I'm getting that very questioning, crushing, heavy type of energy. So if this isn't you, it could be someone you're connected to really carrying some sort of big energetic burden here. Watch out for your physical health and vitality in this time when the 10 of Wands is here. This could be a very important warning about your health and well-being, okay? Make sure you're getting checkups and stuff like that, because with the heaviness of this, yeah, it's really, it could be a warning here for sure. But we're going to keep moving. We're not going to linger here too long. But the heaviness, like this could be a big problem. And I'll see as we move forward, like how big of a possible problem or issue this could be. Let's move over to the 4 of Wands. Whew. Yeah, that was making me feel something, some type of way. Let's see what's up with that 4 of Wands. 4 of Wands here. Thank you. Better. Okay, we have the 9 of Pentacles underneath this 4 of Wands. Things improving, still a little heavy, still a little earthy, still a little immovable, but getting better slowly. So for a lot of you, if what I was saying was resonating, you've been dealing with a big problem or an issue, it could start improving in a very positive way. For a lot of you, this could be something really big coming in with the 4 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is a card of independence. It's a card of abundance. It's very firm. So we're getting so much immovable type of energy here. So a lot of things you're going through now could have long-lasting implications. So keep that in mind. But when I see this 9 of Pentacles under the 4 of Wands, I'm getting improvement from this beginning energy, but it's moving in steps. It's moving in small steps, but it's getting better nonetheless. Now, once again, for another portion of you, even if this didn't hit or whatever, the 4 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles is a beautiful energy. There could be a big win or victory coming in for a lot of you, and it could be in the monetary realm or just something that makes you feel relieved, okay? Whether it is personal relationships or otherwise, I do like this, okay? So there might be something you need to take off your plate in this time too, whether it's your own expectations or whether it's just something someone expects of you. I feel like somebody needs to really lift a burden off now. We'll get more detail when we get over to that 4 of Cups, because this did feel pretty problematic in the front end. It still does, but let's keep moving over. Such a seesaw of a type of energy I'm picking up here, but it's not super movable. Okay, so there could be something or someone you've been dealing with for quite a while. Let's see what's up with that 4 of Cups. Then we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. Interesting stuff, my friends. And remember, this could be somebody else's energy as well. There might be someone you're connected to that is having some kind of issues or big problems here. But why is that 4 of Cups here? Did see that for you a few weeks ago as well. But I'm also getting improvement. Yeah, the deck is being specific. There we go. Okay. Yeah, 3 of Wands in reverse. Okay. Yeah, this is several things that are just rushing into me right now. 3 of Wands in reverse underneath this 4 of Cups. This is somebody like really not wanting to make a move on something. So this could be somebody in a waiting position, standing back, knowing they should do something, but they're not gonna for whatever reason. This is also giving me the vibe of please, like, watch your thoughts in this time. Make sure you're not really creating what you don't want. There's also some inherent impatience here as well. So I don't know if a lot of Leos are feeling fed up with something or you're starting to get impatient or losing patience. That could absolutely be it. But when we look at the 3 of Wands, it's a card of those ships rolling in for you. In reverse, under the 4 of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, this is a very, very heavy type of energy throughout the whole entire reading because we're not getting much action here anyway. So like in any way, that's the whole vibe I'm picking up. Like these are energies that are sticking for some reason. Now, on the back end, please just watch your thoughts. Just know you don't want to attract certain things into your life that you don't want. For a lot of you, you might be waiting on the right time to pounce, waiting on the right opportunity, and you're going to be waiting. Okay, like, because I'm not catching anyone trying to make a big move here. However, I do get this really positive energy in the center. Okay, so we are getting good things. We are getting wins and victories, but let's go through and do a quick recap, try to really piece this all together. Because once again, if you kindly look in the box, Every one of these cards are very firm and grounded and immovable in their own right. In position number 1, we have the Hierophant, the 10 of Wands, very burdensome. So whether this is you or somebody else, they're carrying a lot of heavy weight and it feels almost crushing, whether it's your own expectations, whether it's a heavy relationship, whatever it might be. Like, this is an issue or a problem here for sure, that you might need to take something off your plate or stop carrying this around. There could be something in your day-to-day life that just isn't serving you properly. Moving to the center, we have the 4 of Wands with the 9 of Cups. This is where we get improvement. Improvement slowly but surely, but improvement nonetheless. The 4 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles could be a big win coming in for a lot of you. Even though this energy is not really changing much in the beginning, we still get good things alongside it. So I really like that in the center. So look for some improvements that could be coming in a lot of different areas of your life. Moving to the back end, we have the 4 of Cups with the 3 of Wands in reverse. Watch your thought process in this time. You might be becoming a little impatient as well, but just know that the mind could be going in a lot of different directions when we have this type of energy. This is somebody that is in waiting mode. They're not making a move for whatever reason. They're waiting on the right time to move, waiting on the right time to pounce. And it seems like they're going to be waiting. So do with that what you will, Leo. Lots of different energies. Please take a screenshot. I'm going to get you a shadow card here. Let's see what's in the shadows for Leo. And yes, my friends, you know I always like to pull a shadow card at the end of every spread. Whether it's something within you, something you don't quite see. I always feel like it's very introspective. So let's just get you one. Let's see what's in the shadows for Leo, please. I love using this Shadowland Tarot. It's an awesome deck for this purpose. Thank you. Okay, we have the 5 of Swords. This is a little conflict-based type of energy, a conflict-based type of card. For some of you, if you've had dealings with a narcissistic individual, it may have left some sort of mark on you, and it's showing up in the shadows with this 5 of Swords. However, aside from that, when we get the 5 of Swords, it could be a little cold, right? This could represent somebody that you're connected to that is cold, and they're going to do what they got to do to come out on top. So this is a harsh type of energy. So please be kind to yourself in this time. If this is an energy you're harboring within yourself in this time mentally, because it is a sword card, please make sure you're being kind to yourself. Don't be hard on yourself when this card shows up. And for a portion of you, like, this could be an individual you're connected to where they are just mean, to keep it simple. Like, this isn't the nicest type of energy. So in the coming days and weeks, if there's someone with very sharp words, a sharp tongue, and they're being like mean, extra mean, you might want to keep a little distance here, okay? Because this is kind of a selfish energy, so watch out for that. But Leo, that's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the August subscriber surprise. For the August subscriber surprise, I'll be picking 3 winners for 3 different tarot decks. It will be a winner's choice this month. So if you want the Gilded Tarot, it's your choice. If you want the Witch's Tarot or anything under $40 US, 3 winners will be chosen. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed, which I'm sure you already are. And second, let me know down in the comments what you think is the best use for tarot. Speaking to spirit, shadow work, inner work, confusion. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of the month, in August, I'll announce the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love. I'll see you soon.